It was $500, $350 for the hair and $150 for the coloring.
She promised me experience that I didn't have, and I feel I shouldn't have to owe her.
First
She
of
told me she
all,
was going to do my hair free of charge. We never talked about payments for my hair.
Plaintiff Wanda Newton says she and her little sister planned a turned-up trip to Atlantic City, but she didn't expect to foot the bill. She's suing for $1,546 for hair services and hotel expenses. Defendant Mia Newton says her big sister ruined her birthday by trying to charge her for her own gifts. She says she owes her nothing.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. This is case number 038, Newton versus Newton.
thank you and welcome
Good
to
morning, Your Honor.
both of you. Let's see what we have here. We have the plaintiff, Wanda Newton,
Correct.
and you are suing your sister,
Yes.
Mia Newton,
Yes.
okay, for $1,546 for unpaid hair services and trip expenses.
Correct.
So what happened?
Well,
What-
we originally planned to go to Miami pre-corona. But instead, that being that there's 14-day quarantine, we were only going to go for a few days. It made no sense to go out of state and have to quarantine for so
Yeah.
long. So we decided to do something more local, which was Atlantic City. So we look up the reservations, we booked the
Even though
hotels.
the COVID
Yeah,
was...
because it's closer, it's safe, it's more local, and you know we checked the precautions. We called them up there and made sure everything was masked, 6 feet, all the safety precautions were
Yeah.
in hand. We get to doing her hair. We decided on the color. I had to go pick up the hair. I had to decide the length, and then we're conversing this whole time to get everything in one. So I get to doing her hair. 8 hours goes by, and
Yeah.
I'm just like back hurts, feet hurt. Everything's hurting, and she looks beautiful. Hair done after 8 hours.
Yeah, looks
I'm
good,
like,
yeah.
okay, payment time. She goes, I'm so sorry. What you sorry about? She's like, I gotta pay you back later. I don't have the money. So I was like, okay, that's fine. You could pay me back. She's like, I'll pay you after we come back from Atlantic City. No problem. I already know you're good for it, so I trust you. My sister had her own room, which was the agreement. I would pay for her room, and then I would pay for my room, of course.
Okay.
But when we were at this hotel, it wasn't really all of that.
So you agreed
she
that you
calls
would
me.
pay. You agreed that you would pay for her room.
I agreed that I would pay and she would pay me back.
She would book it, she
Oh,
would pay
oh,
for
okay.
it.
All right,
Yeah,
all right. I
and
just
then
want
she
to
would
get.
pay me
I'm
back.
going to give you a chance.
So we get there and she calls me immediately, like 10 minutes in the room. So she's like, there's no jacuzzi. So I'm like, oh my God, they didn't
She
have
promised
no
the
jacuzzi.
jacuzzi.
How did you see all this?
We wasn't even in Atlantic City. We was in Ascon, New Jersey.
What is that near Atlantic City?
Yes, it's another town over from Atlantic City. So he was never even in Atlantic City from the beginning.
No, I told her that the hotel was the city over. It was still considered Atlantic City. But once we got there, it was like we already established that this is what we had to do. We had to switch over. If we were going to leave, we were going to leave that night or the next morning. So we decided to leave the following morning. We called down and told front desk that we wanted to leave. They didn't have the jacuzzi.
Yep.
So we decided to leave.
And what did they say?
They said that they're not refunding our money.
Okay, and
So-
how many nights did you?
3 nights. We did
So
from
this
the
was a
17th to the
3-night.
20th at the
Okay.
Days Inn.
For the hotel that you left,
Right.
where they were going to keep the money
We're
for the
not
3
refundable at
nights.
the Days Inn.
How much was her room for 3 nights?
$514, Your Honor.
So the next morning you leave, even though you're going to lose those 3 nights
Right.
pay.
And I advised
And
her of this.
so you're going to have 2 nights now at a new hotel.
Correct.
And what hotel was this?
That was at the Roadway Inn.
And how much was her room for 2 nights
That
at the Roadway
it was
Inn?
$532.
Now what's your story?
She's promised me a Miami experience that we didn't have.
A Miami experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when we got there, like I said, the hotel was small. I was ready to go.
You didn't have fun?
No, we
had
stayed in
fun.
the room
We
most
have
of the
pictures
time. We
fun.
walked on the boardwalk, but there was nothing to do really.
Your Honor, I have pictures of us on
Let's
the
put 'em up
beach.
here on the
I
screen.
have pictures of us hanging out. This is us in the room. This is us dressed
Yeah.
up. We
And
even
which
ended up
one of those pictures is fun?
the one in the middle. When we're smiling. I believe they're all fun. But
Oh,
then
there you
we
go.
have us in the room. We have us getting, look at her face. Doesn't she look happy?
Your Honor, I was forced to
clowning
run
around.
smile. I did
We're
not
on
have
the
any
beach.
fun.
Well,
She's
that
smiling.
picture is a picture of you hanging out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, but
and
I
we're
didn't
on the
have
beach.
fun.
You can see that we actually were there. We got shirts. We bought clothing.
Well, I would hope so.
Is that right? We need souvenirs.
You are two sisters who obviously love each other very much. I mean, I
Yes.
can see that.
She's been my
yeah.
best friend all my life. But I'll
Exactly.
beat her ass if I need to.
So why didn't you pay her?
Because she promised me experience that I didn't have, and I feel I shouldn't have to owe her.
First
She told
of
me she
all,
was going to do my hair free of charge. We never talked about payments for my hair.
well, she
She
normally
offered to do it.
okay.
Yeah, I usually do pay her, but she offered to do it this time.
Normally you do pay her.
Yes.
And did you offer seriously? Did you offer to say, "I'll do your," if you come with me
Your
on
Honor,
this
I
trip,
never
you
fixed
never.
my lips to say I will do your hair. It was an agreement that she was going to get. I was going to buy the hair. She was going to. She picked the
Lies.
package out online on my site. She highlighted it.
So what was the
screenshot-
agreement in your mind?
It was $500, $350 for the hair and $150 for the coloring.
If she's telling you how much it was, then wouldn't you assume that's because you're supposed to pay her?
Yes, but we never talked about payments, sir. We talked about going to Atlantic. We talked about going to Atlantic City, and that was it. She never said I had to pay for anything. She told me she would do my hair free of charge.
That's lies. I added it in there.
No.
We discussed it in the
Did
text.
she say free of charge?
Yes. She said she would make me look nice for my birthday.
Oh, for your birthday?
Yes.
I originally told her that we were going to go to Atlantic City, and she writes me telling me that she did not want to go to Atlantic City with her hair like that.
I don't want to go to AC, I assume that's Atlantic City, looking crazy. I need my hair done.
And I'm, of course, like Baybayyy, I'm all booked for this week.
Baybayyy, oh, that's what you call her?
Yes, I call everybody
She
Baybayyy.
calls everybody
Oh,
that.
Baybayyy?
Yes, Baybayyy.
Okay, Judge Baybayyy.
Judge Baybayyy.
Okay,
There you go.
okay, baby, I'm all booked all week and I need mine done too. Damn, and we leave on Friday. Make time for me, please. Okay, so you're asking her, please make time. What are you trying to get done? Braids or sewing, whatever you want. Both are the same price.
Exactly. That's where we established price, Your Honor. Exactly.
Whatever you want, both are the same price. You want color too or no?
Yeah, so there where we throw in the
Whereupon,
color. I have evidence of the pricing as well, Your Honor. That is
okay.
evidence
Now,
I.
in fairness, she's pretty clear that there's a price for
She
this.
never said a price, so after that, and we never agreed on a price, so I thought it was going to
I'm
be
not
for my
saying you
birthday.
agreed on what the price is, but she seems
never
clear that
agreed.
she's going to charge you.
The experience wasn't what she expected, but the hair was.
You're also suing her for the hotel expenses.
Correct, Your Honor.
Let me talk about that for a moment. You both agreed to go on this little 3-day holiday at Atlantic City during the midst of the COVID crisis. You had to know that the bars wouldn't be open, the pools wouldn't be open, because people are supposed to have their distancing. I have a lack of sympathy for you deciding that, gee, forget about COVID, let's go and have a great time. And it turned out you weren't able to have a great time. But you should have known that. The question I am having is the hair being done. If we were all three friends, I would say to you, it's her birthday, for gosh sakes, just do her hair.
And I would say, Judge Baybayyy, you pay the tab then, because I am not doing hair for
She's
free,
not my
ever.
sister. Oh, if my sister came and asked me for some legal help, do you really think I would charge my own sister? So even saying that I think that you should have given to her free, you're not here asking for my counseling in how to have a good relation. How long did it take you to do the hair?
8 hours, Your Honor.
8 hours? 8 hours?
Crucial hours. Long.
And you gave up clients?
2.
2.
Yes. Totaling $500.
You had a warning that she was going to charge you. It's only fair that you pay for your own room. So I fined for the plaintiff in the sum of $1,546.
Thank you, Your Honor, Baybayyy.
Thank you. Nice meeting both of you. really.
As long as the deposit is paid first, I will go anywhere with my sister. That's my best friend, that's my baby, and I love her.
I will not go on a trip with her anymore.